Hi, welcome to the premiere of Kyle's Corner. This week we'll be taking a look at Betrayal at Baldur's Gate, a brand new game from Wizkids based off of the wonderful world of Baldur's Gate in Dungeons & Dragons. Betrayal at Baldur's Gate is a reskin of the classic game Betrayal at House on the Hill. It's got tons of replayability. Basically the premise is you're stuck in a haunted house with a group of other explorers, and eventually one of you turns out to be a traitor, whether they're possessed or they're secretly a cannibal, or failing that, maybe even the house itself turns against you and the rest of the party. Betrayal at Baldur's Gate kind of takes that same idea, sticks you in the D&D universe, sets you exploring through Baldur's Gate. There are 12 different characters available, represented by the 6 different cards. They're each double-sided, giving you, different options as a character. You might be a paladin, or you might be a dwarf fighter, a human monk. Wonderful little minis to represent your character on the board. A bunch of things make a comeback from Betrayal at House on the Hill. As you can see, the omen cards, the item cards, and the event cards have not changed. The events on them are different. You might find a whispering skull as an omen, or for an item, you might find a shiny rock. Character cards themselves have been redesigned in the sense that they've thickened the stock of the player cards so these little black nubs here that track all your stats don't fall off in the heat of the moment, which happened a ton in the original game, and you'd have no idea how fast you were, and then you died. A couple noticeable changes in the game itself. It comes with a player card so you can figure out what you're doing without having to reference the rulebook all the time. They've made it now that for the haunt roll, you roll a number of dice equal to the amount of omens in play, so that way you're not triggering the haunt roll on turn 1. Now you have at least until the 3rd omen to have everything together and not die horribly. The art itself has been updated and it is absolutely beautiful. Some of the things that changed is you can now go freely between the catacombs, which is the new version of the basement, and the ground level, which is the buildings. Each doorway is colored differently, so if you go to a red door, you pick a red card. And you can also hop down from the kitchen into the kitchen basement and explore the catacombs, which are represented by blue cards. Or you can go back out and get back to street level, so that way you're not falling into the basement and being permanently stuck there for most of the game. Another important change to the game that I think is awesome is now every character has a class. So for instance, the human wizard has a magic missile, which allows us to blast our enemies into a million pieces, because that's what Dungeons & Dragons is all about. If you've played the original Betrayal at House on the Hill, there is a lot of similarities to it. If you're looking for a nice updated version and a rehash of it, it's definitely more of a casual game, so if you're one of those hardcore Euro players, you might get bored of it quickly, or just not like it, or think it's broken, or something like that. But if you're looking to have just a bunch of fun, and maybe you only have an hour to play or 2 hours to play, I definitely recommend playing this game. It is available for sale now. We do have a couple copies of it at Brew Board Game Cafe, so come grab a coffee before it sells out yet again. Check out Betrayal at Baldur's Gate, now available.